Welcome back. I'm Kimberly with At Home with Chic and Grace, and today we are using the IOD Hello Pumpkin mold. Now, I thought I was recording when I made this casting, but I didn't. And I did use the clay, and then while it was wet, I glued it on. I used Titebond Quick and Thick, and I have just let the glue sit up. I also casted a few of the leaves. I think it was this one, and I glued it on as well. So before this is fully dry, I want to paint it. I am going to do Cashmere. Now this is a really slick surface, this pot. So what I think I'm going to do is I could have used Fusion's Ultra Grip, but then I decided that I think I'm going to do some Fresco in with my Fusion mineral paint here, and I just have my pot sandwiched between these two molds so that it doesn't roll around. I could probably use something else, but that's what I'm using. So I'm just going to take some of my Fusion and pour it into a cup here. I'm just going to do a little at a time. Probably need more than that, but that's okay. And just grab a spoon and a brush. Actually, I want an old chippy brush because I'm going to stipple, so I'll use this guy. And then you could also use baking soda for this. Sea spray would also work great for this. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need a smidge more paint in there. I kind of knew I would, but I also don't want to waste, so I'd rather mix it more later. Okay. I really wish my cup was a lot shorter too. I could actually just mix this up on the palette beside me. So this is how I have it mixed up now. So you know what, just because my brush isn't going to go in there very well, I am going to pull it out of the cup and put it on my piece of palette beside me. I know it's off camera, I'm sorry, but all it is like a piece of palette paper. You could use plastic plate too if you wanted. Okay, so I can move this now. All right. So I'm just going to do this in a stippling motion, and I'm going to just get it all around. I'm going to go over my pumpkin too, but I don't want as much texture on my pumpkin as I do on the rest of the pot. It's always so hard to work with a round surface. And I'll likely do the inside of it as well. And the bottom too. Oh, that's right. I was starting to peel that sticker off, but I never finished. Okay, so I'm kind of like, I'm placing it on with brush strokes, but then I want to just stipple it to give it some texture. Just do brush strokes in the same shape as the pumpkin. I might, I'm most likely going to get some cracking when this is thoroughly dry. And that's okay. But painting it while your clay is still wet does help to minimize that cracking. Okay. Okay, so it is the next day, and this has dried, and you can see that it has separated, but that's okay. We are just going to mix up a teeny bit more. I'm just going to do it on the side here. I don't need a lot. Don't need a lot at all because most of this, as you can see, is fairly covered. We'll do a little bit maybe around the bottom, but honestly, if a little bit of that gray pot shows through, I'm okay with that because we are going to do some antiquing on it. All right, I'll get this mixed back up and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've got it mixed up some more, and we're just going to get down into those areas where it's separated. But I don't have any big cracks on my pumpkin. That's lovely. It's nice to see that when you come the next day and see how everything is looking. I mean, gluing it on while it's wet, and obviously you have to do that on a curved surface, but painting it, even just with one coat, really does help it to not crack on you. You may still get some cracks, but it definitely eliminates the majority of them. All right, guys, this is all dry. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our clear wax, and I use the Bear wax, and I'm just going to load my brush up here. I am going to go over everything. The reason why is because when I go to put my dark wax on, I want to be able to control it better. And I just like the look of the clear wax on first. If I get too heavy-handed with my dark wax, it makes it easier to wipe back. Dark antiquing wax. And this guy, I always like to just kind of dab off a little bit. I don't like to go full strength. But I do want to make sure that he is getting right down into all those nooks and crannies. I know it can seem a little scary, but just get it on there. You can work in sections if you'd like to, like okay, so if you oh yeah, like that looks so good. And just coming off the surface, like I'm leaving it down into those grooves. Oh, it looks so good. If you decide you want it lighter, just take your clear wax and just go over it again, and then you can wipe it back even more. Like, I'm just going to take that clear wax on some of those dark tops, not because I want to keep it down into those grooves. But I'd love it if that clear wax would like highlight all the parts around the edge of the pot, so I'll show you what I mean. such a quick and easy project. I mean, your biggest, your longest part of it is the dry time. Okay, so because I can't just leave it there, although I am tempted, I'm going to do one more thing. Let me just grab it. So you could take some Rub and Buff, you could take the Pentart's wax paste, or even your Dixie Belle Gold Gilding Wax, whichever one. Gold Leaf does tend to be my favorite. I'm just squeezing it out on a palette beside me. And you can put a glove on, and I might do that just so I don't get it all in my nails here. Usually I don't care, and I just ever so slightly want to just like come over those high spots. Can you see that? It's so subtle. The camera's not gonna pick it all up, but just adds a little something. I'm just gonna touch on that leaf that I put there, the stem, the leaves on the pumpkin, maybe those tendrils. And that's it. I'm not even going to, well, no, that's not true. I might do just a little on the edges here. It's so subtle. You don't have to do this either, but I like it. I think it just adds a little something. And if you've decided that it's too much, then you can just take some clear wax. Get that off. Let's get a clean spot. Clear wax, and you can rub it back a little bit. Oops, but don't just keep using the same spot or you'll just transfer it around. But you can just rub it back. Okay, that's that. And then we will style it up and see how it looks. And you don't have to do anything more to it. The wax is good enough to protect it. Like I said, I think I'm going to come back and do another one with the iron clay like this because I think it would be really pretty. So if I do that, I will show you in the styling photos at the end. All right. Thanks again for joining me. Bye.